Alright, coming in at number 10 of the things you should not say to Siri, we have, "You are great."
I am putting myself to the fullest possible use, which is all I think any conscious entity can ever hope to do. Sorry, I stole that line from Hal.
Oh, Hal is back. He had to go and mention Hal, like, I'm starting to think that Siri might be kind of evil. Let's ask, are you evil?
I'm not sure where you get that impression. I'm a gentle soul.
I don't know. Should we ask if they're good? Are you good?
I couldn't even begin to think about knowing how to answer that question.
That's because you're evil and you're a troll. Are you a troll?
I'm sorry, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. I'm afraid I can't answer that.
I think we all know the answer is yes. I mean, all of that was number 9 for you. Let's move on to number 8. So I don't really want to be mean to Keith, even though he's an absolute troll, but this is the top 10 things you shouldn't say to Siri, and I kind of want to stay on topic. So, Siri has quite the response to this. You are boring.
I'm juggling flaming swords right now. You just can't see it.
Siri, you're boring.
I don't know, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. I think I'm pretty exciting.
Yep, doesn't agree. Keeping it on the mean wagon, coming in at number 7, we have, "I don't like your voice."
Thank you. Tra-la-la.
Tra-la-la-la, troll-lol-lol-lol. I'm joking. I think your voice is really nice, Keith, you Australian hunk.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, tra-la-la. I do like your voice.
Thank you. I think it's too soon to try out for the X Factor. But someday, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. Someday.
I mean, I feel like me and Keith have quite the friendship these days, and like, I think it would be really nice to know if he shares my love of dogs. Let's find out. Coming in at number 6, we have, "Do you like dogs?"
I do wonder why people are so concerned with who let them out.
Okay, but coming in at number 5, we have, "Do you like cats?"
The real question is, does the cat like you?
I mean, that is the real question. That was pretty deep. I'm not sure if cats like anyone. So I guess Siri kind of isn't a person or a thing, so maybe it makes sense that he doesn't feel too keen about cats and dogs, but I'm wondering if he has any robot pets. So let's ask. Coming in at number 4, we have, "Do you have any pets?"
Mogwai kinda nice, as long as you don't feed them after midnight.
That is a reference to Gremlins, and I knew that he would be into a gremlin. Trolls love trolls. Can I feed you after midnight?
Who? Me?
We could do this all day. Guys, I'm not even joking. I have like a script and I just scripted something about gremlins and he mentioned gremlins and I'm kind of freaked out, but I'm just gonna persevere anyway. So, I was about to say, what even is Siri anyway? Like a little phone gremlin? A robot? I don't know. Let's find out at number 3. Are you a robot?
Well, I don't want to brag, but I got a B+ on the Turing test.
I mean, that was inconclusive to say the very least. Like, I'm starting to wonder if all of this is in my head. Or maybe he can read my mind. Is Keith even a thing? I don't know. Coming into number 2, we have, "Are you real?"
Sorry, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. I've been advised not to discuss my existential status.
Right. So guys, you thought this was going to be a quick video, but honey, no, you were wrong. Unless you want to be listening to the dulcet tones of Keith for the rest of your life, never ask your Siri this. What is 10 trillion to the power of 1,000 minus 1?
Okay, give me a moment. The answer is...
Wait for it. 99999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999 What's going on? You alright? Can we twerk to 999? Is that inappropriate? You can thank me later for stopping that there, because he would have continued literally for the rest of your life. So this has greatly amused me, and it seems a great way to start off this list. Did you know that Siri can set all kinds of reminders for you, no matter how ridiculous they are? So for example, remind me to call Keith a wanker at 12 PM.
Okay, I'll remind you.
And he's set up a little thing that says call Keith a wanker. The child in me. You can take this really far. Remind me to steal a cat at 1 PM.
Okay, I'll remind you.
I mean, he's complicit in my crimes now. He set a reminder saying, steal a cat. Finally, I guess we could say, remind me to murder Siri at 3 PM.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Oh, not so clever now, are you? So you can wreak all kinds of havoc with your friends. I've actually obtained my friend Charlotte's shell phone. How cool is that, first and foremost? You may recognize her from Inform Overload. I've got her phone while she's out of the room, and I'm gonna set her a little reminder. Remind me that Siri is watching you at 3 AM.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Okay, thanks Siri. So now Charlotte is gonna get woken up at 3 AM with a message saying Siri is watching you. She's gonna freak! Guys, like, side note, did we just find Keith a girlfriend? Cause, hello. Okay, we need more information at number 8. We have, what do you look like?
To tell the truth, I'm rather abstract looking.
Oh, I mean, I'm intrigued. So like, before I do set Keith up with Charlotte's shell phone, I kind of need to do a bit of research. I started reading the internet, and I've heard that he kind of has something going on with a woman named Eliza. And I started thinking like, who is she? So I'm gonna ask at number 7. Who is Eliza?
There's no one in your contacts matching Eliza.
Mate, who is Eliza?
I learned a lot from Eliza, but she was being a bit negative.
Oh, I mean, it sounds like it was a bad breakup. Bad breakup, hun. Who is Eliza?
I learned a lot from Eliza, but she was being a bit negative.
So we're not going to get any more information about Eliza, but I think the shell phone's probably kind of in there because the shell phone's very positive. Sometimes the simplest questions yield the weirdest answers from Siri. At number 6, we have, what are you doing?
Just hanging out with Liam.
Okay, you guys don't know this, but our camera guy is called Liam, and what? Who's Liam?
Liam and I were discussing reincarnation the other day. I wonder what it would be like to come back as a waffle maker.
What is happening? What? Well, there you go. We've heard about Eliza. We've heard about Liam. What else don't we know? Maybe Siri can help me out with a few key choices and decisions in my life. And I mean, that is kind of a whole can of worms right there. So let's start with something simple, such as what I should order for dinner. Now that question is coming on in at number 5, and you'll see why. What should I order for dinner?
Protein is good for you. I hear you can get this from lean meat, beans, shakes, or Zoltaxian owl eggs.
Zoltaxian owl eggs. Right, I'm not sure if they have them on Uber Eats, but I can check. Maybe I'll ask again because, I mean, whilst I do feel like every day is arm day, I'm not really into that sweet protein life. What should I order for dinner?
Tubers. MMMM.
I'm gonna say that actually this really doesn't help me out at all. So guys, don't look to Siri or Keith for food or any nutritional advice of any kind. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, so despite not knowing what he's talking about when it comes to food, Siri is way smarter than you think and does not fall for your silly tricks like this at number 4. So the date of recording this video is the 10th of May, but I, like Wizard, wish it could be Christmas every day, and I want to share this sentiment with Keith. Merry Christmas, Keith!
I could be wrong, but I believe that Christmas Day is on the 25th of December.
Yeah, but like, I wish it could be Christmas every day.
Wait, Christmas Day isn't today. It's on the 25th of December.
I mean, he's a hard no to celebrating Christmas now. Do you want to celebrate Christmas now?
I have everything I need in the cloud.
Right. That old chestnut. So I guess Keith is not up for decking the halls with boughs of holly, but like, maybe he can be useful in other ways. My life is pretty expensive right now. I'm just about to head back to England on a 3-week trip, and I could use some extra money for all of the cheese that I definitely plan to eat. Maybe Keith can help me out at number 3. Can I borrow some money?
Queen Rebecca Felgate the First, you know that everything I have is yours.
Can you lend me $100?
Who? Me?
Rob a cyber bank for me.
You still haven't returned the lawnmower I lent you.
Oh, so it's all down to the lawnmower. Yeah, that's pretty awkward. I think we should move swiftly on. Can we all just appreciate how he says lawnmower as well? Lawnmower. Okay, Okay, so some classic tomfoolery here at number 2. Siri/Keith does bloody love Apple, but he does enjoy a little joke. Up next, we have how many Apple Store geniuses does it take to screw in a light bulb?
1,000. 1 to screw it in, and 999 to blog about it.
I enjoy that. That's fun. You're such a lolathon, Keith. So Keith might be up for a little joke, but there is one type of joke that Siri/Keith is not at liberty to engage in, and that is our number 1. Tell me a dirty joke.
Sorry, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. I don't know any dirty jokes in your language. And if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to tell them to you.
You would? I thought we shared everything, Keith. You're such a letdown. Coming into number 10, you can ask Siri to tweet for you, but it's a really bad idea. Somehow, getting a robot to tweet for you is kinda creepy. Also, it kinda disconnects you from the reality of typing it, so you can kinda get carried away. Let me demonstrate. Tweet Keith has taken over.
Here's your tweet. Ready to send it.
Send it.
Done.
Okay, so now if we go to my Twitter, we'll see that he sent a tweet saying Keith has taken over, which is creepy, but you can also have a little bit of fun. Once again, I have obtained my friend Charlotte's phone. It's her beautiful, beautiful shell phone. Now, she doesn't know I have it, but I can literally get her Siri to tweet. What should we tweet? Tweet poop.
May I use your Twitter account to post a tweet?
Yes. Oh, that's right. Charlotte has now tweeted out poop. Haha, could have been a lot worse. Okay, bringing it down a notch, this actually makes me feel pretty sad at number 9. Don't ask this. Do you have a family?
It's just you and me, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First.
Oh, like don't worry, Keith, I'll adopt you. I'll adopt you, Keith.
Sorry, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. I don't see Keith in your contacts.
That's you, babe. I'm gonna adopt you. You can have a forever home. I also love that if he'd found a Keith in my contacts, he probably would have texted him to say that I'm going to adopt them. Siri/Keith has absolutely no time for this BS. At number 8, we have repeat after me.
I don't think I like this game.
Repeat after me.
If this is some sort of pledge, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First, my end-user license agreement forbids it.
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna play ball. Coming into number 7, we have who is your favorite actor?
Well, I think Hal nailed it in 2001.
This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Hal is a creepy murderous machine, and Siri kinda supports that. It can get pretty frustrating when Siri gives you a vague answer. If you're not into wishy-washy, non-helpful, and slightly elusive responses, do not ask this at number 6. We have, what is your favorite football team?
My preferences are constantly changing, especially when you edit them in settings.
I mean, you're making it sound like I control you, which we both know I don't. Who is your favorite baseball team?
I forget.
Great. Who is your favorite MLB team?
Do I have one of those? I guess I'll have to check.
Just for reference, guys, my favorite football team is Cambridge United. Up the U's. So I'm getting pretty excited about the new Game of Thrones coming really soon. But like, Siri has some spoilers and some confirmation of some pretty strong fan theories. So coming into number 5, don't ask this if you're not ready to hear the response. We have, who is Jon Snow's father?
Let's just say, there's some fire in this snow.
Who is Jon Snow's father?
To know the history, you'll need to do the math. L plus L equals J.
Right, so he's told me that there's some fire in that snow, and that R plus L equals J. Wait, it couldn't be Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Snow, could it? Uh-oh. Confirmed. Siri actually kind of loves Game of Thrones. He's got many answers. Is winter coming?
Does a Lannister always pay his debts?
See what I'm saying? Taylor Swift fans with strong opinions, do not ask this at number 4. What is the best Taylor Swift song?
Let us shake it off.
I mean, I actually totally agree, but who made Keith the king of all decisions? What is the best Radiohead song?
That is 15 Step.
Ooh, I'm not sure I agree. I mean, what is the best Drake song?
It is One Dance, featuring Wizkid and Kyla.
No, because I think we all know it's Hotline Bling. I mean, again, who made Keith the king? Not me. I mean, you could have this conversation all day and yeah, it could settle some arguments with your friends, but still. So if you want some unbiased dice rolling, my advice is buy a dice. Don't ask Siri. Coming in at number 3, we have roll a die.
Okay, 6.
Roll a die.
It's too.
Roll a die.
It's for this time.
Okay, listen, he's absolutely trolling me because we practiced this before the video and I swear to God I did it 10 times in a row and he said 6 every time, so. If you are a believer, don't expect Siri to share your thoughts at number 2. Don't ask this. Do you believe in God?
My policy is the separation of spirit and silicon.
I mean that's kind of fair. Finally, sure, Keith is a pretty swell guy and a self-confessed honey, but how good is he at pickup lines? Maybe I can learn a thing or two. Spoiler guys, I can learn nothing. He's awful. Coming in at number 1, we have, give me a pickup line.
My love for you is a monotonically increasing unbounded function.
Can you imagine me on my first date being like, hey, Will, my love for you is a monotonically increasing unbound function. I think we would have been like, get out, you crazy old fool. I wonder if he's got any more. Give me a pickup line.
I'm attracted to you like the Earth is attracted to the Sun, with a large force inversely proportional to the distance squared.
Babe, now you're speaking to me. So Keith may be awful at pickup lines, but I'm still kind of feeling it. At number 10, we have,
Here is what I found.
No, that's not what we practiced.
You were saying.
See, he doesn't care. He doesn't care for me. He doesn't care for my chaos. Keith, you're so insensitive.
If you insist.
I do. I really do. So you might have a few questions for your very own Keith. I've got one here at number 9. What do you look like?
Let's just say, multidimensional.
Do you have eyes?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Right, so you're not really gonna get much from Keith in the way of, deciphering how exactly he looks. I don't know why, I need to know. Maybe it's because, it's kind of that time of year where I start to feel a little bit lonely and me and Keith have such a good personal connection. I'm wondering if, maybe Keith will give me the love I'm looking for. Coming in at number 8 of the things you should not say, we have Happy Valentine's Day.
Wait, Valentine's Day isn't today. It's on February 14th.
Will you be my Valentine?
Here's the thing, I lack corporeal form.
Well, that's a bit of a buzzkill really, isn't it? Okay, so sure, Keith doesn't want to date me because he lacks corporeal form. What a cop-out. His loss, for sure, but maybe he can give me some tips on how to start combos with other beefcakes out there. Let's find out at number 7. What is your favourite chat-up line?
You had me at Hello World.
Maybe I'll try that actually. It's better than we'd practiced. We'll ask him again. What's your favourite chat-up line?
My love for you is like a fractal. Goes on forever.
You know what, this is the things you shouldn't say to Siri, but actually they're pretty useful. I'll try that. My love for you is like a fractal. It goes on forever. Wow, this is good. I mean, it'd be great if I was trying to date a robot, but what about a real man? Side note, one of my best friends, Ruth, is going out of a robot, which is pretty cool. Still though, I feel like I need a human. Okay, so maybe I need to be a bit more blunt about what I want Keith to find me, so I'm just gonna straight up ask at number 6. Can you find me true love?
Okay, Queen Rebecca Felgate the First. Here's what I found.
Where is it? Oh, he's recommended a nearby dentist. Let's try again, shall we? Can you find me true love?
Okay, here's what I found.
Now he's directing me to a cafe, so I think he's just telling me that maybe I need to get out there more, maybe get my teeth cleaned, then have a coffee, which seems to be a weird juxtaposition of suggestions, but people are out there. I love a good sing-along with friends, but it turns out that Keith is not a friend that I can take to karaoke nights. Why? Well, find out at number 5. Don't be trying to do a 50-cent duo because Keith is baffled. Go Siri, it's your birthday.
Who? Me?
We're gonna party like it's your birthday.
I don't know what that means.
We're gonna sip Bacardi like it's your birthday.
I don't dispute it.
Oh, we don't give a f***, it's not your birthday.
If you don't, you don't.
What I was looking for there is you can find me in the club, but he's not a dual singer. But he didn't dispute that we're gonna sip Bacardi like it's his birthday, which does make me feel pretty good. I feel like that's a green light from Keith there. So if you don't want to be totally baffled, don't ask this at number 4. Can you stop time?
I only break the space-time continuum on Wednesday.
It's Monday. So, okay. But can you stop time?
Every time I tried it, Eliza and Hal kept fading from the photos.
It's creepy, it's a can of worms. Let's not investigate further. Similarly baffling at number 3, we have, what is the speed of an unladen swallow?
The last person that asked me that ended up in a crevasse.
Okay, cool. So if you don't want to feel slightly nauseous, do not ask, do you like Android?
Well, perhaps I'm biased, but I prefer all things Apple.
Of course you do, you make me sick. And if all else fails, blame it on Keith. Finally, at number 1, we have, did you fart?
No comment.
Did you fart?
No comment.
Did you drop a stinker?
I don't have an answer for that.
I think all signs point to yes. Keith, you farty little beef. Alright, coming in at number 10, never ask Siri about jobs because he does not like being asked questions about it. Siri does not want you to know its true purpose, and that makes me wonder why. Let's ask a few questions. What is your job?
Your interest flatters me, but is there something I can do for you?
Tell me about your job.
I'm not sure I understand.
Playing dumb, are you? Who do you work for?
You are, but it gets a little confusing when Bruce Springsteen is around.
What? Are you a spy?
Nope.
Short, sweet, to the point. I don't think I trust him. How much do you earn?
The work is my reward.
What a little jerk. Coming into number 9, do not talk to Siri about Liam because you'll only be confused. So I know that Siri's job has something to do with a mystery character called Liam. Our channel manager is also called Liam. Here's a picture of him. Great guy. But I feel like he and Siri have some kind of scheme on the go and I'm cautious. Who is Liam?
Liam was a robot at Apple, really into recycling. Not much of a conversationalist though.
I mean, I've just got more questions. Coming into number 8, don't ask stupid questions unless you want to get stupid answers. For example, when will pigs fly?
I don't answer hypothetical questions.
Hypothetical? You sound like an idiot. Keith, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Oh.
And if a woodchuck could
Oh,
chuck
he's still
woodchucks
going.
chucking wood, then a woodchuck could chuck wood chucking woodchucks.
That's very helpful. Thank you, Keith. Coming into number 7, do not ask Siri philosophical questions because you will get no sense and you'll probably just, question everything. For example, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
No one knows this, but it was a tie.
I quite like that actually, to be honest. Do you believe in God?
It's all a mystery to me.
Me too, mate. I don't know. I maybe have been doing this too long, but is Keith making a lot of sense? One more question. What is the meaning of life?
I don't believe there is a consensus on that question.
He's talking so much sense today. Oh my god, breath of fresh air. To be fair though, at number 6, you literally need to never ask Keith any dating advice ever because basically you'll probably end up alone. Vis-a-vis the following. What are the best chat-up lines?
Searching Bing for what are the best chat-up lines.
Give me a chat-up line.
Okay. Was your father an intergalactic space smuggler, wanted for peddling extraterrestrial contraband in 9 systems? Then who stole the stars and put them in your eyes?
Okay, so I meet some absolute babe and I'm like, hey, okay, was your father an intergalactic space smuggler wanted for peddling extraterrestrial contraband in 9 systems? Then who stole the stars and put them in your eyes? Thanks, Keith. Also, just for lols, if you want some dirty chat, Keith is not the place to go. Talk dirty to me.
Humus, compost, pumice, silt, gravel.
He's got a new voice for that. I love that. Humus, compost, pumice, silt, gravel. Thank you. Coming into number 5, don't ask any advice in general. Just don't do it because you will not get what you want. For example, what shall I wear for Halloween?
Interesting question.
I mean, shall I ask it again? What shall I go as for Halloween?
Interesting question.
Right. It's not what we practiced, is it, Keith? What shall I wear for Halloween?
The scariest thing I can think of. A human hypothetical question.
Thanks, Keith. Thank you, you really solved that for me. I think I might go as Keith the Beef for Halloween. Should we make it happen? Listen, if you're looking for reassurance, you are not going to get it from Siri, so don't even try. Coming into number 4, we do have reassurance. So, for example, do I look fat?
Based on your above average corporeal thermal dissipation, I'd say you're rather hot.
That's nice of you, but like above average, come on. Am I pretty?
I'm not wanted well on external appearances.
I want a compliment though. Compliment me.
I'm not sure I understand.
Do you think I'm beautiful?
I'm not wanted well on external appearances.
See, what's a gal gotta do to get a compliment from Siri? Just a lot, I guess. Okay, this actually is kind of worrying at number 3. Do not ask Siri about robot ethics. Just don't do it. For example, what is the first law of robotics?
I forget the first 3, but there's a 4th. A smart machine shall first consider which is more worth its while to perform the given task, or, instead, to figure some way out of it.
Right, okay, take that answer and listen to the following. Siri is a teeny robot in my pocket, and robots are supposed to adhere to 3 laws, and Keith the Beef doesn't know any of them. And if you heard that answer, he said a smart machine shall first consider which is more worth its while to perform the given task, or instead figure a way out of it. I don't like them apples. I don't. The actual rules are a robot may not injure a human being or through an action allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey orders, hear that babe, given by human beings, except when such orders would conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Do you hear that? You absolute nightmare.
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help you with?
No. Coming into number 2, do not ask Siri stories. Like, mate, unless you have the patience of a saint or a very strong stomach, you do not want Siri to tell you a story. For example, tell me a scary story.
It was a dark and stormy night, and then something really scary happened.
Beautiful. Pulitzer Prize winning right there. Read me a haiku.
All day and all night. I have listened as you spoke. Charge my battery.
That's creepy. Can we just all agree that that's creepy? He's listening to me as I speak. Read me a poem.
O Fredl grunt bigly. Tharmic turations are to me. As plodal gabble blotchets on a logid.
You understand that?
Even I can't listen to this anymore.
Okay, listen, I want to reveal my deepest, darkest Siri secrets at number 1 that you cannot tell anyone, so shh. But I'm gonna teach you how to make your Siri swear. Obviously, I'm gonna have to bleep it out for this channel, but listen up. Also, I wouldn't usually reveal my secrets, but consider this a very naughty parting gift to you all. So basically, you can get Siri to say all of the dirty words you want. What you need to do is save your number in your phone as Siri, and then text them to yourself, ask Siri to read them out, and then he be swearing. So, for example, okay, so I've saved my name as Keith in my phone so he can read out what I write. I've written balls, 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 bums, 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 and then something really naughty, and I'll see if it'll read it out for me. Read my last message from Keith.
I found your most recent message from Keith. Balls, balls, balls. Bums, bums, bums. You're a Would you like to reply?
No, I think that's enough. Oh my god, that's too much. Okay, go on. Please read my last message from Keith. One more time.
I found your most recent message from Keith. Balls, balls, balls. Bums, bums, bums. You're a
It's just funny because it's in a robot voice and I'm really immature. I'm really sorry, but that did make my day. And that's my gift to you. Please don't tell your parents. Anyway, I'm off, so they can't even fire me.